Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to week 6 of organizational change. This week we are talking about how do we sustain our change. So, after we have implemented the change, we have a guiding coalition, we have empowered others to act, how does that change stay in effect? You may have worked for an organization, I know I have, where we have a great change. The leaders like, this is what's going to happen, and let's implement it. The change gets implemented. The leader now may go to a new job, get a new position, and then that change that we worked so hard on is dead. Work goes back to normal. And that actually routinely happens, even if the leader doesn't transfer or get a new position or whatever. If there is not some type of measurement in place or incentive to keep this change in effect, people tend to go back to their normal, comfortable behavior. So we have to be very conscious of that. And so this week on John Carter, we're going to talk about that. There's also a couple of videos there that I want you to watch on how to do a SWOT analysis. Now, a SWOT analysis is really at the beginning of a change initiative. You want to implement this. But if you can learn to do a SWOT analysis and you do it at your job, you will be considered a god, right? Because it's very powerful. So what a SWOT analysis is, it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Your strengths and weaknesses, these are internal to the organization. And the opportunities and threats are external. So for instance, let's say you wanted to implement a change. And so you would get a group of people together. And what I like to do is I like to put, like, one wall is strengths, the other wall is weaknesses, the other wall is opportunities, the other wall is threats. And everybody has the yellow stickies, and we brainstorm this quietly. So what is the strengths of our organization? What do we do good? And so everybody brainstorms. You may be good at logistics. You may be good at supply chain management. You may be good at, you may have a good network base, employee knowledge, and employee experience. So these are our strengths. Okay. So now what are our weaknesses? Maybe we have outdated machinery. Our building is not good. And this is a very broad. So now we have an idea of what our weaknesses are, which most of us already know. So now, what are our opportunities? Oh, well, we haven't expanded into, let's say, the Massachusetts market yet. There's an opportunity for us. Uh, so then what are our threats? Oh, well, there's a growing competitor who has more up-to-date technology. So see, as we do this, now that's at a broad organization, that the example I just gave you, but you could do this small at the divisional change or the small departmental change. So what are the strengths within the department? The weaknesses within the department, the opportunities outside the department, and the threats outside the department. That way, with that, the PESTEL method and John Kotter, 8 steps, you really have a strong base to say, this change needed, and will it be effective? Okay, so back to what we're doing this week. Okay, so we are in week 6. You have 2 more weeks until we're done with the class, right? So I hope everybody's working on their final project. That being said, this week there's a short quiz. And anyways, it takes you to a hyperlink. And this will walk you through John Kotter's 8-step method. You type in, hey, this is the change I want to do. This is how the people that I plan to use. This is good prep for your final paper. So anyways, what you got to do with this is I want you to go through this quiz, and it's kind of one of those self-scoring things, right? And at the end, compile, like you could do screen captures or whatever, the results, and then submit that to me. That's how you get the grade for it. Okay. Tell me what you've learned, compile the results, and it'll be good. Okay, so let's see. I think that's it. We got discussion boards and all that. Go through the grade book on Blackboard. If you have any zeros, that's because you did not submit that assignment. And like I said, I will accept late assignments, but I will not accept late discussion boards. So get those to me. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Once again, this is Dave out. Thanks.